the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 3, check 3, check 3. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 99.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
No, check that. Go like 52 right here. Give me that ball, defense.
Looking to throw. Person. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Just like that. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Person. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Topper! Yes! Switch gears. Watch the edge.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
2nd and 10. Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, check 24. Watch 20. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Charlie, coming to you. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Check nickel. Mustang 19. Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Person. He's going to take another shot here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 14 moving.
18, looking to throw. Person. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Person. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The give is to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. I 7, let's go. Ready, go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Person. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Check Mike 46. I got one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Person. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
It's complete to Diggs. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 18 rally. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 46.
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
It got his man complete. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Person. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
You ain't doing blue dark corkers, blue dark corkers. Switch. XO.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Person. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Person. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Person. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike's 22, Mike's track. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let him know, let him know. Ready, go.
To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Person. Going deep for Diggs. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, Person looking for Campbell downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. Back now in Indianapolis. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Harris going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back to throw. Person. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
52 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15. the play fake, here's Wilson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf, 36 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
46 to Mike, 46.
On 1st and 10, Person. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Set up. 70 Lions. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Person. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
His throw incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Mike, 28. Here we go. Here, 66.
Wilson wants to throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now it's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. Deshaun Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indy,